Sorry, guys. Caught another brookie. Look at the size of that joker. Love it. Couldn't help myself. Had to throw out. Just caught a rainbow fingerling. Let me get him in the water, and we're going to talk about how to get trout to bite in pocket water. All right, you're fishing pocket water. You can't find fish. You don't know where to go, what to do. If you watch my series, How to Get Started in Euro Nymphing, you will immediately know that I like to fish deep water at the end of the run. Look at this water. Look how green that water is. It's all coming. Great news though. Look at that. There's another creek over there. So I got two creeks. They become one. This spot that I'm on is the very first spot when Sergeant Martin and I, my buddy, who's a G-man, so I had to protect his identity. He could be with me right now and you not even see him. He could be merged with Sergeant Martin. No, he's not here. The very first time we fished this creek, almost, 6 years ago, this was the first spot we fished. I always put this spot on my to fish list. I'm fishing my way out today, and this is one of my last spots. Why? Because you got two creeks, two runs that come down to deep water. That's why I've caught probably 6 fish, seven, 6. Never mind. All right, sorry. This is where you really want to pay attention, because this is where you're going to make your money, or I'm making my money, or I'm giving you money. Just pay attention. Listen. When I got down into the water, remember, I don't want to get in the water where I'm going to fish and take the chance that I'm going to spook those fish. So I went down the creek, got down, climbed down the rocks, down the creek, and then I went to the other side. I was fishing that other side. It's just because I don't like the backhand if I don't have to, especially when the wind's blowing in the opposite. I'm having to cast into the wind. I'd rather go forwards. It's just easier, right? So I do that. I get down there. I know there's fish in the area, but they're still not biting. And crappie fisherman. I'm a crappie fisherman. Like, I fish for crappie. And the first thing in my mind is to change the color of the jig. So let me tell you how I do this, and hopefully this will make sense for you. All right. When I approach fishing for the day, and I know that it may be windy, or just most occasions, not always, but most occasions, I'm going with a larger nymph. I'm starting my day the biggest I will go. So I'm going to be at a 14, maybe a 12, but most of the time around about a 14 nymph. That was one of the first ones I started with. I didn't get many bites. I did catch one fish. I didn't get the bites I thought I should get. So I simply didn't change colors. I did change colors, by the way. I went from orange to pink head. I went from a light nymph to a darker nymph with a different color head. You gotta think in terms of size when it comes to Euro nymphing and trout fishing. This is what I was catching at the end. That is about a size 18 nymph. Way smaller than those. And You can't just think in terms of nymph size. You also have to think in terms of tippet. I went from a 5 tippet to a 6 tippet because water's clear and the fish can see it easier and better. I'm going to start my day bigger with the nymph size, and then I'm going to go smaller as I go on. I may try if I'm starting with a 14, I may try a 16, I may try 18. I'll even go down to 20. If I go smaller nymph, still nothing, I'm going to change my tippet. I'm going to go smaller tippet. I'll go to a 6, and if I need to, I'll go a 7. Try not to go to a 7 because it's a pain in the butt to tie, and it's also breaks easy. But if you're not finding fish, you can't think just colors. The reason I like colors is because I fish delayed harvest in North Carolina, and these are stockers. Most of them are stockers. Out in Montana, I'll calm those colors down, and I'll go and make it look like a regular bug. So hope that helps. Listen, like, subscribe, comment. I'm not an expert. I'm still learning. So if you got a problem with what I said, I don't know, pray about it. Just go pray about it. Pray about your heart. You need it. See you out here.